And we're back, YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Uh, my last video did pretty good, so I thank you guys for watching. I got a couple of subscribers from it. I appreciate that too. Today we're going to be looking at another video of our North Korean sisters, our favorite North Korean sisters. This will be the other sister, Hana. I think I said Hanaya in the last post, but her page they spell Hanaya, but she pronounces it Hana, so I don't know how that works. But we're going to be watching her version of the airport trip. On the last video, we watched Ina's version, and so now we get to see it from her sister's from her sister Hana's perspective of what the trip was like at the airport. So without further ado, let's get to it. Like and subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I always do that.
Hello everyone, this is Hana. We're uploading this video to share our first greeting of the 2026 New Year. Happy New Year! Our sisterly trip to Texas has come to an end and we are now heading to New Orleans. But we were absolutely shocked when we saw the Austin airport. Ina, who used to say America is scary, said she felt sad here. What did Austin airport look like through our eyes? At the end of the video, there's a heartfelt story I really want to share with you. If you're curious, please watch this video until the end. Thank you.
Speaking of which, Hana she's like a great writer. I believe she does all these scripts, and she's very good with words and telling a story.
뉴욕에서 한번, 뉴욕까지 한번, 버스 타고 텍사스까지 한번, 요거 지금 한번 세 번째. 근데 한 번도 공항을 못 찍었어요. 너무 정신없이 나와가지고. Hello, everywhere.
Hi, hello everyone. Today, go New Orleans. 이렇게 말해요.
S가 아니라 뉴올리언즈.
New Orleans. 이렇게 말해요.
오, 이거 오스틴 공항이 되게 좋네요. 그치? 여기서 한번 먹고 갈까?
Don't feel bad, guys. New Orleans is even hard for some Americans to say, so you're doing pretty good.
어때? 오스틴에서 햄버거 먹고 가자. 가자. 미국 가면 쉑쉑버거 먹었는데
지금 아침을 먹긴 했는데
뭔가 좀 더 먹고 싶은 느낌?
아니 한국 가면 언제 먹겠어요? 여행
우리
You
여러분,
think
우리
you're gonna
나는
eat this good?
미국에서 먹기
Get
위해서
back
살고
to South
있어.
Korea.
먹기
약간
위해
살찐 것 같아.
좀 더 돌아보자. 아, 이거 분위기가 공항 분위기가 아니고 무슨 쇼핑몰 상가 분위기네. 그치?
맞아.
Yes, our airports are just like shopping malls, overpriced shopping malls at that.
어머, 술 마실래?
아니 공항에 바가 있다니 술 마시고 비행기 타는 거야?
당연하지.
Yeah.
비행기 안에서 술
There
마시잖아.
are bars.
음주운전 아니잖아. 마셔볼래? 우리 아직 그거 기념품 오스틴 기념품을 하나도 안 샀어요. 그치?
기념품 뭐가 있을까?
기념품은 뭘로 사야 될까?
You're in the right place.
지역에 특이한 거 가고 싶은데.
You're in the right place for souvenirs.
지역에 특이한 게 여기 뭐가 있어?
근데 우리 뉴욕 이게 미국에 와서 맥주를 한 잔도 안 마시봤네.
맥주 마셔볼래?
긴장돼서 맥주를 마신 적이 없어요. 그치.
무서워서.
이제 조금은 정이 붙이자 하니까 여기 양념만 간만 보고 뉴올리언스 가고 있습니다. 간만 살짝 살려.
Well, you're gonna be able to get a lot of drinking done in New Orleans. So please don't worry about it. Like and try it. Please try it. Like you're gonna really enjoy yourself.
아니 그냥 느낌만 보는 게 이런 곳이구나 이렇게. 그리고 진짜로 여행은 이제 다음에 또 와야죠.
다음에 또 올 거예요. 그때는 영어 좀 배워서 올 겁니다.
네, 좀 더 재밌게. 우리가 얼마나 초짜인지 좀 보고.
저희 이번에 너무 첫째라서 여행 첫째라서
그래도 그렇다고 꿈이 없는 건 아니잖아.
의미가 많았어.
그럼
일단은
너희
어차피
세뇌가 벗겨졌잖아.
세뇌가 조금 벗겨질까 말까 하니까 또 다른 데로 가고.
아니지.
So she's saying her brainwashing is gone, from her growing up in North Korea. And basically, all North Koreans grow up hating America, or at least being taught to hate America. America is the enemy. America is basically a third world country. So to people growing up in North Korea, they believe that America is a third world country with nothing but crime and poverty and just a downright dystopian land. So it's been a real shock to them to see that America is not what they've been taught it was their entire lives.
이 세뇌는 확실하게 벗겨졌지.
공항이 진짜 규모가 미국은 규모가 엄청 커.
아니 그 규모가 큰 게 아니라 분위기가 무슨 저런 분위기잖아. 한 10회 10회. 와인바인가? 와인바네 여기는. 와인 마셔도 되겠다. 여기 다 술을 마실 수 있는 그런 분위기를 해놨네. 이거 칵테일 바. 오.
공항이 식당가 아니죠? 여기는 공항입니까?
쇼핑몰입니까?
술집입니까?
술집이 너무 많아서.
쇼핑몰도 아닌 것 같아요.
술집?
술집 느낌이야.
I see many scenes of people drinking wine, liquor, and cocktails in American movies and dramas. So, I've always been curious about American drinking culture. But even though the drinking culture is so free, I've hardly seen anyone actually drunk. I felt that American drinking culture isn't about getting drunk, but about enjoying it freely. North Korean men often drink strong liquor because for those living a life that feels like hell, it can become a small comfort.
So yeah, drinking is a big part of our culture. You've probably been very lucky not to meet anyone drunk, but yeah, we do a good job at handling our liquor. Most people even have a drink, throughout the day, on the lunch breaks, or sometimes even at work they may have a bottle and take a sip while they're at work. So yeah, it's something that we're very tolerant to, and we're able to maintain at the same time while doing other things. So yeah, that's something that you can get used to here.
보드카 마실래?
나 신기한 거 마셔도 돼요. 진짜 신기한. 저는 마셔도 되나? 아니 여행 내내 좀 빨라 돼가지고.
아니요, 마셔보자 우리. 우리 어차피 짧은 시간이라서 못 마셔.
취하면
여기 올라가.
하이.
I mean, they even sell alcohol on the planes too, as well, Hannah. So, like, if you all just want to wait until you get on the plane, you can get a little dollar shot. It's not going to cost $1, but we call them dollar shots because they're so small. But you can get one of those while you're on the plane.
어둠마가 유명하다 미국에서.
근데 이렇게 길게 하니까 좀 그게 티가 난다. 너무 빼봐.
Well, yeah. So like, they see you, like they can tell you're a tourist, and they probably can see how happy you guys are, filming everything. So it makes them happy to see you happy, and then plus, we smile and talk to everybody anyway here in America for the most part. So, yeah, they're just glad to see you enjoying yourself while you're here.
그래도 미국이니까 이렇게 쑥스러움 없지. 한국 가서 쑥스럽단 말이야.
신기해. 진짜 이거 공항 같지가 않아. 어? 공항 같지가 않아. 저쪽까지
아니.
또 가보자.
근데 식당가에 공항이 있는 느낌이야.
식당가에 공항에 식당가에 있는 게 아니라
Definitely some food court.
식당가에 공항이 있는
저희 쇼핑센터에 공항이 있는 느낌이야. 아, 쇼핑센터에 가서 비행기도 탈 수 있는 느낌. 맞지? 신기해.
저는 너무 빨리 흘러가는 거 아니야?
그래?
For us who escaped from North Korea, airports were always spaces of fear and anxiety. But now, here we are, walking freely through an airport in America, the land of liberty. Something that would have been unimaginable in North Korea, where there is no freedom, has happened to us.
야, 저 화장실도 봐라. 얼마나 화려한가.
The viewer admits to come forward, we will check
화장실.
your luggage at the gate to your final destination. Before checking your bag, please remove any lithium power devices. This does include spare lithium batteries, power banks, batteries, smart bags, and cigarettes. We will also ask you to remove any
화장실,
items
화장실.
you need, including keys, medication, identification, or valuables. Thanks for traveling with personal controllers. We will be welcoming you to board after zone 2. Many of our customers who need a little extra time or assistance going down the checkers, free board at this time.
텍사스는 남자 화장실이야. 어디로 가?
Man, Ina is really exploring, getting her exploration on. They're like kids at Disneyland, almost, how it seems.
아, 남자 화장실이었어?
진짜 여기 남자 화장실 막 들어가려고.
아, 너무 예쁘네.
그래. 텍사스는 진짜 열정적인 곳인 것 같아요. 이 공항도 되게 힙하고.
Ina, who used to be terrified of America, is now so sad to leave Austin that she's trying her best to capture every bit of it on camera. Flying with Americans, walking the streets with them, and eating at the same restaurants alongside them. Sometimes all of this reality feels like a dream. For my family who escaped North Korea, our life there is in the past tense. But because North Korea still exists as a reality at this very moment, all these everyday routines I enjoy feel like a dream.
야, 아저씨 여유가 느껴진다. 여행 가니까 여유가 느껴지는 걸까? 아니면 원래
The entire time they've been on this trip, Ina has been talking about how handsome and how gentlemanly American men are. So I guess it's kind of striking to her, the way we look. She said pretty much for the most part, we all kind of look like movie stars. And I can, I can imagine the shot coming from a place where everybody is like almost the same, like in North Korea. Like it's not that many different variations of facial structures and facial features that you're going to see for the most part. It's pretty homogenous. I think that's the right word. Or they have a lot of homogeneity. I think I'm using that right. I have to check and see.
술만 마실 수 있는 곳이었어.
That's because we love to drink. Drinking is a big part of our everyday culture here. I really got to turn my ringer off. Sorry about that, guys.
아, 여기 사람들은 꼭 지수가 올라갈 수밖에 없다.
그치.
공항에도 술집이 있을 줄이야.
놀랬어.
그냥 눈치 안 보고 여행 갈 때 기분 좋으면 맥주 마실 수 있잖아. 와인도
그치,
마시고.
그치.
근데 우리는 막 술 냄새 날까봐 눈치 보고 막 그러잖아.
민폐 끼치는 행동만 안 하면 되는 거지.
아무한테 비.
Now, granted, we do have our issues with it. So, every once in a while, you'll have your drunk person who'll get on the plane and cause a scene and be belligerent. But it's few and far and in between. So you're always going to have some type of consequences for your freedoms, but that's okay. We know how to deal with those as well.
안 주고 규범 지키면서 나 하고 싶은 거 하면 되잖아.
맞아.
그러니까 여기 사람들 표정이
달라?
웃는 표정은 모르겠는데 아직 그 자세한 건 모르겠는데 표정에 여유가 있는 거야.
아니야, 우리가 웃는 표정을 잘 구분 못해서 그래.
구분이 안 되나? 근데 멋있어요. 멋있는
이제는 무섭지 않고.
멋있어요. 안 해보겠어. 아, 저분한테 반해서 안 되겠네. 아, 진짜 실망스러워. 나 자신한테.
무장 해제됐고.
That's all Ina's been saying the whole time. She's falling for the enemy.
무장 해제.
경계심을 갖춰야 되는데 이게 정말 해제되고 없어요.
스타벅스 줄 서 있는 것 같아. 아, 이게 국제공항인데. 여기가.
난 애기도 어떻게 인형이 인형 너네 한국 좀
한번 이렇게 해봐.
Looks
아,
like
지금
it's
나도
playing
비행기 타나
balls.
보네. 멋있다. 어? 남자? 지나갔어?
Always, that's my Ina always notices the handsome men. Ina better slow down. She better chill out for a minute. She knows she got a husband at home. She better watch it.
키 크고 하니까
저건 뭐야?
정말 스리드처럼
그랬나 보다. 아, 진짜 끝이 없네, 완전. 아이들 봐봐, 얼마나 잘생겼나. 남자애들. 싸?
베리 어스틴 하셨나?
베리 오스티?
베리 굿 어스틴.
이 많은 사람들 중에 우리가 있다는 거 여러분 믿겨지십니까?
Some people say that not all Americans are happy. However, there is a big difference between being unhappy and having your right to be happy taken away. I live my life discovering happiness within a daily routine that has freedom. Of course, the scale of that happiness changes every day.
Yeah, so like she brings up a great point, which just because we're in the country with so much freedom and we're able to do all of these things, there is an appreciation for that, and we love that. But at the same time, you know, again, everything has its consequences. Freedom has its consequences, and you know, for a lot of people, they're not able to deal with those consequences, or they have a hard time dealing with them, even though so much freedom is there. So, like, while it's appreciative that people who come from countries of less freedom do enjoy the freedoms that we have, that still does not negate that there are issues within America, and you know that Americans have problems with, and that we have our own set of problems separate from what other people have their problems. You know, we call them first world problems, and you know that's not to you know, like, and a lot of times people say first world problems as a way to diminish what you're going through when you live in a country with such access. But that's really no way to diminish the problems of the first world just because people in maybe a third world or a second world are having their particular problems. Well, their problems are specific to them. And while we may sympathize and empathize with people in those countries for their second and third world problems, we still have our first world problems. And our first world problems cannot be diminished just because people in other continents and other countries have second and third world problems. So you know, there's just a little dichotomy there, you know, of having nuance and understanding and appreciating your freedoms, but at the same time, you cannot diminish the issues that we do have just because other countries do not have the same amount of freedoms that we do.
뭐 담요?
So it's good, you know, that she understood that. That was pretty cool saying she had.
한국에서 올 때 힘들지. 저거. 아, 여기 더 힙하네. 어? 어?
여기서 날
멋있다. 어?
저거 하나
이야, 멋있다. 낭만해.
Oh, wait a minute.
I've traveled through many
Oh no, I gotta stop it right quick. Did y'all see that guy's face? Was his face like burnt or something? Hold on, let me go back. Is that guy?
Come back to the last airways. Take your time.
Oh. Oh yeah, he is. Okay, or something. I don't know if that's my camera or that's his face, but yeah, it seems like something probably happened to him.
낭만의
He could be a veteran or something that probably had some scarring or probably got caught in a house fire or something. It just really caught my attention when I saw the skin. That's all.
I've traveled through many airports before, but this is the first time I've had so much fun exploring one like Austin Airport. If the Korean peninsula is unified, we want to tell the people back home so much about America. For that day, I plan to record my journey exploring America through what I do best, writing.
저기서 인형 한번 어쩌고 던지는 가보던데.
He is a good writer.
여긴 진짜 공항 같지가 않아. 너무 재밌다. 이거 봐. 야, 뭐야 그게? 커피컵 같은 신기하네. 포토카피 안 해? 이거 맞아? 실제.
$23. That's airports ought to be ashamed of themselves. That's ridiculous. For a fucking keychain and a nail clipper, $23. Come on, guys. Y'all got to do better on that.
여기는 달아요.
That's hell of a scoop. A word to the wise, Hannah, you and Ina. Stop buying shit at the airport. Like, stop by a store or something, at a convenience store somewhere or a gas station. You can get plenty. You can get the same exact souvenirs there for half the price, maybe 75% of the price of what you're going to pay at the airport.
언니가 사줬어요, 언니가. 언니는 실용적으로 선택하게 샀습니다. 텍사스 선택지. 너무 이쁘죠? 이거 봐요, 이거. 제품마다 개성이 다 있어.
Ah, and I noticed there weren't many places selling cosmetics at Austin Airport. At most airports I visited before, cosmetic brands always took center stage. Seeing Austin Airport filled with things that symbolize the city, I could feel the love and pride Texans have for their state. Austin Airport was truly a place that gave me a lot to think about.
BBQ, 바베큐지 바베큐.
그냥 식당인데? 공항이 아닌데? 신기하게. 우리나라 지금 화장품 상품을 가져갔더니 여기 뭐지?
여기 국제공항인데다. 근데 술은 진짜 많다. 그 카페들은 바가 많네.
네,
이거? 그러면 신기하다.
이게 신선도가 유지되나?
되니까 팔지. 이거 그때그때 다 파는 거지. 구글페이도 되는구나. 구글페이 우리 따라 되겠다. 어디 구글페이 나오는 거. 이건 아이스크림인데.
ice cream.
이거
슬슬 어깨가 무거워지기 시작한다.
젤리.
와, 크다.
There you go with the jelly again, calling candy jelly. And just so you know, guys know how I said the same thing on English page. We call it candy, and jelly to us is like a spread or a jam, something that you would put on a sandwich or a biscuit or a roll or something like that.
젤리야 이게?
젤리 아니야?
그런가 보다.
궁금하지 않아?
궁금하다. 먹어봐.
하나 먹어볼까?
하나 사.
여기도 옷이었어.
이렇게 오스틴. 그러네.
오스틴.
텍사스 오스틴.
이거를 사볼까?
$10네?
누가 싶다면?
여기. 이거 하나 입고 싶다. 너는?
거기 $10가 많니?
편한.
이거는
Yeah, I would be surprised if that shirt is $10. Like the candy is $10, so the shirt most definitely is much higher.
29쪽 크기.
Right, $30 exactly. Look at Una understanding English.
오스틴 공항. 사람 진짜 많아. 니나, 나 봐봐. 너도 되게 자연스럽게 스며들어서 가고 있네.
Yes, she
Thank
is.
you so much for welcoming us sisters with hearts as warm as the Texas sun and as vast as the state itself. Above all, to our American subscribers who made our 2025 shine so brightly with your generous support and sponsorship. I truly bow my head in deep gratitude to you all. Since my first trip to the US in 2023, it has been my dream and goal to explore and record freedom across all 50 states through my own eyes. But this dream and goal of mine were brought forward thanks to Ina, who used to be terrified of America. In my haste to show Ina the diverse and free side of America, this sudden journey is making my dream come true sooner. Through all of you, I am feeling just how happy it is to be able to dream and how beautiful and warm this world truly is. Everyone, in 2026, our exploration of America continues. It would mean so much to us if you could join us on this special journey toward the 50 states.
Yeah.
Thank you once again. I'll see you in New Orleans.
Yes, sir. There we have it. Those are some of her other videos. So yeah, there we have it. That's Hannah's perspective of them being at the Austin airport, and now they're going to New Orleans. Now that most definitely is going to be fun. It's going to be real good to see them in a place like New Orleans, because New Orleans is like no other. So hopefully, our good folks in New Orleans show them a good time. Give them a good representation of America. Like I said, New Orleans is a beautiful place. As a matter of fact, it's my favorite city. I love New Orleans, even the smell. Well, thanks for hanging out today, guys. I really appreciate it. Got a couple more videos coming today too. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I got more content coming out. If the video was choppy, I'm sorry about that. I'm still getting my equipment ready and getting used to the setup and everything. I will be switching over to a new streaming platform, or a hosting platform rather, for my videos. I think that'll probably fix some of the choppiness. But until then, thanks guys. See y'all next time.